Looks like Ultimate TOTS will actually have some good SBCs in it. We talked about that some yesterday. We have the official stats now and some end of an era cards, plus actually some new SBCs we got leaked, like the RVP icon that we know is coming, some random flashbacks as well that look pretty good. So I'd say, yeah, save your fodder, but there's been nothing to use it on anyway for like about 4 or 5 weeks now. So I'm sure you guys have plenty. We got that to talk about. We've got some Ultimate Team of the Season controversy because people are not happy with us getting the full leaked Team of the Season here, and we'll explain why in a little bit, but it is the biggest Ultimate Team of the Season ever, and we've discussed some of that, but today there's more confirmation of it, so we'll go and talk about that as well. And then also, we did get the free season pass that we saw, but we got both, but obviously we saw the paid one already. Now we have the free one. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the description down below. They are the cheapest and the safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. We saw this layout. There's a few more cards in here that actually look pretty damn good that we'll look through here quickly. But first of all, I want to say thank you all for being here. And also, I did upload the Evo video on the second channel. And yeah, I guess let's just get started with some of the free stuff in terms of the season pass. So I guess the first question I'm going to ask you guys here is, you know, now that we have 2 paid season passes, what do you guys think of it so far? Because obviously, I think really in terms of value for coins, spending stuff on this or spending your coins on this rather than like evolutions even, this is probably one of the best ways to spend your coins is on this paid season pass, just considering what you can get from it. And also the free season pass has actually not been that downgraded, which is also nice to see. So considering all that, it's been a pretty cool addition because of just the level of evos they're giving us here are bigger than what we had before. So you could say that that's worth the money. But the issue is, of course, we'll see what next year looks like. This year, they might have just, you know, chalked up to be kind of a test run, and the free tier is going to be much better than next year's free tier. That's worst case scenario, but just something that we need to be watching out for when we get to next year. And I was seeing some people already like level 14 and level 15, and I was like, okay, no hate to you for being that far up, but we're gonna hear complaints soon where the season pass can be finished in like, let's say next week, and some people will say, okay, I have 24 days and no new season pass, what the fuck, EA? But it's like some people can't play that much. Now ideally you would hope that there would be some ways when you finish a season pass there'd always be something to kind of accrue. That would be the perfect scenario here, but that's one thing I'll be forgiving with EA about. Like, not everybody can play to that level, right? I mean, yeah, it looks very good though. I was seeing people hype up this Immobile card. Actually, it was like one of the best right backs in the game, people said. 6-1, quick step, anticipate, and long ball with some nice play styles in there. A lot of these shapeshifters cards have like 12, 13, 14 play styles, which makes them pretty crazy. But yeah, I want to give them credit. If it continues to be like this into next year, I think EA does deserve credit for how it is. Now, of course, I don't recommend you ever buying this with FC points, and it's never, I guess, what we can call it like a great thing when they add more monetization avenues into the game, but at least it's like worth it to buy. You know, that's like the bare minimum, I know, but at least it's the bare minimum. And now that we're done with Team of the Season, I mean, we're not done with Team of the Season yet, but we're on to Ultimate now. All of the leagues are done. What a fucking disaster. Okay, I don't mean to, you know, be hyperbolic, because maybe it was better than a complete disaster, but to me, it was very bad. Now, let's go talk about this new Ultimate TOTS controversy, because we're going to start with this before we even, like, get to all the SBCs that we have leaked right now. So we're going to zoom in here, and that's really zoomed in. Okay, this is a bit better. So there was a lot of controversy now that we've seen all the cards that are going to be in Team of the Season, in the Ultimate Team of the Season, that basically Champs rewards and Rivals rewards are going to be not so great. And obviously, there's a lot of great cards in here. I mean, look at the top row, the top 3 rows. There's a lot of cards that are like 1,000,000 coins plus, right? So what they did do this year, though, was nearly like every, you know, high-end card is in Ultimate Team of the Season, which in previous years actually was a few that kind of miss. But this year looks like it's pretty much everybody that is very expensive. Now, also, let's scroll down here to the cards you will pack. And for example, a lot of fodder cards in these last 2 rows down here. There are some fodder cards sprinkled into the higher ratings too. Like, for example, you got Frygong here, 96, Evander, 96. He's a little bit more expensive, but he's mostly fodder. Morera is in here. I saw Shaw's up there. And that's not including the bottom 2 rows, right, where a lot of the cards are going to be fodder. So, you know, it's hard to complain too much when we don't even know what Champs rewards are going to look like. Maybe they will be better than we think they're going to be. And, you know, we discussed this in our last couple of videos, but the more casual audience just is now seeing the full team and they're like, damn, the rewards are gonna suck. And it's like, they could, right? So we kind of have to just wait and see what it looks like. But seeing this here, in one hand, I'm hyped up for it because I like the idea of a lot of cards coming back into packs. Anytime there's a lot of cards in packs, it's always fun. But yes, at the same time, time, you are looking at what probably is going to be not so good pack weight during one of the times of the year where you maybe have the best chances at getting something insane like a team of the season Messi, Mbappe, Rafinha, etc. Right? So I don't know. What do you guys think about it, seeing this? Do we kind of have to just wait and see what the rewards actually look like? Or now that we've seen the full team here, you're more like, yeah, this is going to suck and they ruined Ultimate Team of the season? I don't know. To me, just because of how bad this TOTS has been, it's going to be one of the two complete extremes. It's going to be just the icing on the cake of the worst team of the season we've ever seen and just be awful, or they'll like swing the pendulum so far the other way and it's like everyone's packing good shit. Whichever one it's going to be, we'll see. But yeah, that's the full Ultimate Team of the season there. And okay, so let's look at the first SBC we've got leaked right now. Here is that icon Van Persie, and his stats actually look pretty great. I mean, he's got 4 playstyle pluses, which is a huge bonus. Low driven, first touch, rapid, and finesse shot. 93 base pace, 98 shot, 94 dribbling there. For you Van Persie fans out there, that's probably like best case scenario for a Van Persie SBC for the entire year. Like, he's going to be pretty good. But this was just the first SBC that we got leaked, and luckily we have a lot more with 4 playstyle pluses, which is kind of, I mean, that's a big bonus here onto what we've been seeing. And the next up here is what everybody's been waiting for. It is KDB's official end of an era stats here. They gave him 4 playstyle pluses. He's got incisive, finesse, long ball pinged, 4 great playstyle pluses there. And the stats, you got 90 pace, 94 shot, 99 passing, and 95 dribbling. So he looks very good. Now, there were some people saying that like, looks kind of like, you know, a card that would have been crazy 2 months ago. I saw right here, yeah, this looks like a card that went behind the power curve 2 months ago. Now, I think, sure, you could maybe say they could give him higher defending and physical maybe, or I don't know, maybe 94 pace instead of 90 or something like that. But the 4 playstyle pluses, to me, we know how important playstyle pluses are. My guess is he's 5-star, 5-star as well. So I'm not going to complain too much about this. Could we be nitpicky and maybe add +2 pace and 2 defending and 2 physical? I guess we could, but the 4 playstyle pluses, and I'm sure he's going to be insane in game. And at least EA gave us a card with 4 playstyle pluses that looks pretty good, that they know almost everybody can complete, because let's be honest, they're well aware of how much fodder we all have saved up right now, and they know that almost anybody who wants to complete him is going to be able to complete him. So yeah, what do you guys think though? Is it just too much complaining, or is there actually a valid complaint here with this card, I guess? And then we got Luka Modric here, who they also gave 4 playstyle pluses too. He's got technical, pinged, incisive, and anticipate, with 5 above 90 stats there and an 85 physical on Modric. But he, once again, as well, looks like he's going to be insane. I'm assuming both will be 5-star, 5-star. But yeah, I'm just happy we're getting something that at least like we can debate is good, right? I'm just happy it's at least debatable, because the last 6 weeks has been not debatable, really. So yes, the bar is absolutely in hell, but at least it's out of the depths of hell, it looks like. And then moving on here, next up, we get a flashback in Kunku. So we got more random SBCs here to go and look at. But flashback in Kunku has technical, rapid, low driven, 92 pace, 93 shot, 95 dribbling on this card here. Now, obviously, the jokes are flashback to what? Yeah, I mean, tough to say exactly. But yeah, this one only 3 playstyle pluses. There were more complaints about this one because, you know, only 3 compared to 4. The card stats always look pretty good. I think one of those things, again, where EA likes to give cards 3 playstyle pluses right now, because they want you to think about all the cards you can give a 4th playstyle +2 with the new season pass evos. So they're encouraging you to buy those because you're like, oh man, my Nkunku, I can give that to, and when I get there at level 30, I'll put that on him, like incisive pass or finesse shot or whatever you want to put on there, right? That I think is kind of their goal with giving cards 3 playstyle pluses. But yes, in the moment, like, yeah, most of our cards have 4 right now, but hey, it's still better than horrible, so that's something. And next up was Thomas Muller, who he's got 4 playstyle pluses as well, and this one might be the best card of all of them, low key. He's a cam with 95 pace, 95 shot, 96 passing, 95 dribbling, above 95s on everything, with low driven, rapid, incisive, and press proven. So this one actually looks pretty great as well. And this was the last one we got before we kind of saw all of the cards that are going to be on the way here during Ultimate. But before we even begin, if you had to rank 1 through 3 of these 3, what would you rank? KDB, Muller, and Modric. Which of those 3 are you most like excited for or looks the best? Because I was seeing some people say that Muller actually looks like the best card out of all 3, which is interesting. And okay, here we go. Here are all of the SBCs coming during Ultimate Team of the Season. Not all of them, but the ones that are coming soon, apparently. Official stats and all of them here. So the first one we haven't seen yet is Carlos Vela, who has Technical, Quick Step, Travella. This one doesn't look amazing, doesn't look bad, but that one does not look really, you know, too amazing there. If they're all 5-star, 5-star, that will help with how some of these cards look. But one that we haven't seen yet that looks better than that Vela card pretty easily is this Lezummer card, who has Tiki Taka, First Touch, Quick Step, and Finesse. And she already has 5-5, I'm pretty sure. So this one, I mean, right here, this would be the best SBC during Team of the Season probably that we saw, which is crazy. But she looks pretty awesome, actually. Lauren James as well has Rapid, Finesse, and Low Driven. 98 base pace, 96 dribbling. Another nice card in there. That'd be one of the better cards during Team of the Season as well. Flashback Lauren James there. 95 Mats Hummels end of an era. This one, disappointing for most people, I would say, with the playstyle pluses there. Stats look good, but Anticipate and Aerial and Slide Tackle is maybe not what some people were hoping to see there. We have Flashback Wilfred Zaha down here. Okay, Technical, Rapid, Low Driven once again. The EA loves giving Low Driven, man. That is everywhere. 97 pace, 96 dribbling, 90 physical. Another nice card here. So just immediately at least way more options of possible good cards for us, which is nice. And then Vertonghen looks, meh, you know, 90 pace, 93 defending. Intercept, Bruiser, and Jockey there. Not amazing, but Pepe Reina, kind of your basic goalkeeper card there. Deflector and Saves with Feet, I think. Those are some nice playstyles there. And then Corsi is a Scottish player who's a women's center back who I'm assuming most people are probably not going to care about. But at least they're better, right? At least for sure they're better. KDB, Muller, Modric, Lezummer, Lauren James, Van Persie, Zaha, and Kunku. My guess what their plan here is during Ultimate Team of the Season is to try and get you to just lose as much fodder as you can because they know we have so much of it. So they're going to drop like, yeah, 12 SBCs, something like that in the course of 6 days. And that first week of Shapeshifters, my guess is we'll get some crazy cards because then they'll think we lost all of our fodder or used it all, right? But yeah, what do you guys think about this? And also, I think we just got it rumored like a little bit ago that Max 93 Evos, we're going to talk about that right now though, the Max 93 Evos are going to come out probably in like this next week if I had to guess, because FUT Agent just replied to this guy a few minutes ago when I'm recording this and he said, which is the FUT Agent equivalent of yes in a little bit, replying to a guy who said 93 Evos when, so it's going to be very soon here. I'd say this is probably our first like official confirmation. It's going to be very soon here from FUT Agent. And then also we have a Striker Evo we'll look at in one sec here, but also a Defense Evolution is going to be coming out tomorrow, looks like, or Saturday, he says. But that's the only thing he said about a Defense Evolution. Now on to the Striker one, and that's this one right here. So a new Max 92 Striker Evo coming, Finesse Plus, Technical Plus, Low Driven Plus with big stat upgrades apparently, 5-star skills as well. And FUT Police Leaks drops the big stat upgrades, so you know that means it's going to be one of the better Evos probably. And he says the upgrades are better than the Hero and the Half Shell Evo apparently, and that makes this Conway card, this card right here. If we go and look at this, FUT Police Leaks said wait because the upgrades are better. So 96 pace, 93 shot, 88 passing, 92 dribbling. My guess is the dribbling will be a bit higher here, but he says they will be better. So hopefully it'll be pretty good. Conway does say fits in here as well. We've also got a 3 play style plus Ronaldo fitting in here, 95 pace, 93 shot, 91 dribbling, and this card fits. So my guess is most 92 or below strikers will probably fit into this Evo here, but apparently it's going to be good. So I wouldn't be shocked first day of Ultimate that it is a very good evolution. That'll probably cost you an organ or two if I had to guess, but it'll be really pretty good. Okay, next up here, we got some pack leaks. Now, this is kind of an interesting thing because these ones here I'm not bothered with. They're like changing some text and stuff, but what this kind of shows for me is a couple of things. So first of all here, they changed the TOTS minor player pack to a TOTS global stars pack. So that now they say various leagues outside the top 5 men's leagues, right? So we had the leak saying it was going to be the men's team, the women's team, and the minor leagues team, right? Now these have just changed to what you can see here. These were the ultimate men/women premium TOTS pack that we figured these are the champs rewards, right? Looks like they now changed that to an ultimate premium TOTS pack, which just contains 3 players in the whole of the TOTS squad. So what it looks like now is they were planning on just having the men's and women's main league cards be in the ultimate team of the season packs. Looks like they changed that now to having the whole team in packs. So this is one of those things again here where this is when people say to me like EA has every little tiny bit of content planned out 3, 4, 5 months in advance. This is where I say like, yes, they have some stuff planned out that far in advance, but there's some little stuff that they change on the fly because there is no way to me that they just like made a mistake in terms of what they wanted to do with Ultimate Team of the Season rewards. And it went from they planned for the top 5 leagues men and women cards to be the Ultimate Team of the Season cards and packs, combining it with a minor league team of the season, like all separate teams. They then now combine them all into the same team and add all the FUT Champs rewards together. That was just changed within the last like 24 hours, right? So they're still doing this stuff like on the fly. There's some stuff they do that's for sure on the fly like this. And it makes you wonder wonder kind of why they decided to go back on like having the 3 separate teams, and now we have all of them combined into one, and all the champs rewards combined into one pool of players, right? Why do you guys think they would do that? But this is one of those things that I think over the years we've been able to tell when EA changes things really quickly, either to try and get some players back or to try and maybe fix a mistake they made or patch some things up or something like that. They do things that are quite quick like this. So I don't want to like act like the majority of it is not planned out in advance. I do think it actually is, but I think that there's some stuff they definitely like to do and change based on how many players are playing the game or whatever they think about at the time. Okay, let's talk about the market here, because the first thing I want to talk about is 93 Evos, right? And that's pretty much confirmed now to be a thing. So you might as well go out there and go and check out every 93 card that you think you might want in your team. You're going to probably need to buy that card prior to any Evo dropping that they'll be good inside of, right? So a couple things though with that. We are supposed to get like a best of re-release potentially for Ultimate Team of the Season. I thought that meant like special cards coming back into packs from previous promos. I don't think that that's happening, because I think we probably would have seen that already in the leaks and stuff. So maybe that won't be happening here, and that means that, yeah, just go out and buy 93 Evos whenever you want to. Obviously, if say there were some 93 cards that went back into packs because of a best of re-release, then like you'd maybe want to wait until that best of came in before you bought those 93 cards, because they'll probably go back down. But as of right now, we're just speculating on that, so I would still buy if you have a card you're dead set knowing you're going to want an Evo that's 93 rated. That's kind of like the market advice I'd give right now. And obviously, if you haven't sold Ultimate TOTS cards yet, you still want to sell into the panic. You 100% do. There is no way in hell I'm holding on to a Retegui card, a Luis Suarez card, whoever that's in Ultimate Team of the Season, even though they're already down like this. Because Suarez is down like 400k right now. I'm still selling into that 1,000,000%. And then also, one of these days might be your last chance to buy like the discard fodder right now, right? Because all of it is so cheap. Pretty much every rating is discard, and the rest of these cards are looking super discard. So you might as well go in club stock. One of your last chances, if say hypothetically somehow 89s go up to 18k, you're gonna be sad you didn't buy a few of them at least. So yeah, that's about all I gotta say, I think, for the market at the moment. And okay, let's read some of your comments now. We've got Monty Matata, who says, got to change the way I defend because all of a sudden everyone is scoring headers against me. The patch has dramatically increased the effectiveness of scoring headers. Is that true to a point where like it's that becoming not maybe a meta, but an actual viable strategy maybe? Because I was seeing people talk about that Eric Dyer card that's coming out, or like, you know, it's level 30 I think is the Eric Dyer card, and how that's going to be just like insane, and other Ariel Plus cards might become insane again. But apparently if it's drastic to this point, you know, I want to know what division you're in, because are you in like the higher divisions where it's like viable for elite div players and a high rank player, or you more like a div 3-4 guy, right? I don't know, but sounds like it's a pretty drastic change. And then Bad Grandpa says, so they've ignored the need for a big time SBC for months. Now they're releasing a shitload and gatekeeping them with manipulated requirements. Sounds like Prime EA. And the funny thing is 100% what they're doing. I don't know if this is the plan or not, but this is one of those things that makes me think they don't like the SBC storage system, because you wait for literally months to drop a huge one. It was like 2 months, right? Or a little less than 2 months, I want to say. Then you drop a bunch of them right now, all of a sudden, like all at once, after they change the requirements to make fodder go higher. And now they're going to drop these with like, you know, max 87, or sorry, exact 87s, exact 89s, exact 90s. I'm sure we're going to see as well. So I think two things. They wanted to wait and see what the fodder prices, like how they'd react to that new requirement system. And then also try and get us to drain as much fodder as we can, because they know we have so much of it. So yeah, that's pretty much exactly what they did. I think that's a good synopsis on this whole last couple of months. And then Martin Klassen here, for example, you know, we talk about pack weight a lot, and this is less so a pack weight conversation, but more so like you've got a guy in Martin here who's grinding the shit out of this game, right? The companion app even says you cannot do more for a while prompt, right? All he's getting gold, no special cards. The current TOTS is so tough to pack. You did get the UCWL goalkeeper though. You've done the encore pick 26 times because of the endless loop grind. Like, that is what's so insane to me, is you've got people right now who are willing to do this grind when the grind isn't very good. Imagine if you made it good, how many more players would be on your game on a day-to-day basis if you made this grind right here super worthwhile. And there's other ways you could do that that aren't like making it it overpowered too, in my opinion. Maybe that part's debatable, but I just sit back and imagine how much popularity this game would probably gain if they went back to some type of League SBC system that was just rewarding, even if it wasn't super rewarding or as rewarding as FIFA 19 was, just making it rewarding in general. Like, I can't even imagine the missed opportunities here just because they think it's gonna maybe make a dent in their profits, which I'm actually not even a big believer of. I think if people are on this game all the time and there's things in the store they can buy to help their grind, they're going to like buy that. Like, people will go and do that. You already have paid evos now. You've got paid season passes. Like, there's other ways to make that money up, I think, for the amount of players you get on the game all the time. You get new players, but what you would for sure do is keep a lot more players on your game more. Players have to be on your game to spend money. How do you get people to stay on your game? By having a rewarding system like this. I think the hardcore player is more likely to be on the game longer and possibly spend money to help their grind out by making a good, rewarding, you know, SBC exchanging system kind of deal. But I don't know, I might be talking out of my fat ass, so always a possibility. But I said thank you enough for being here. I mean, thank you so much for being here. Seriously, you guys are the best. I love you all. Peace.